Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a deep dive into pronouns. We're going to look at everything you need to know involving pronouns. This one will be a bit of a long one. Some of the stuff will be pretty simple. So if there's anything you already know, you can skip forward through it and get to the stuff you don't know. So let's jump right in. First, the basics. What is a pronoun? So a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. A noun's a person, place, or thing, of course. So pronouns, when we take out that noun's name and we replace it. Example, Mindy ran for class president. Or, she ran for class president. You can see she takes the place of Mindy. Mindy's her name. That's the noun. She replaces it. It's a pronoun. The soccer players celebrated. Or, they celebrated. They is replacing the soccer players. The Eiffel Tower lit up the night sky. It lit up the night sky. It is taking place of the Eiffel Tower. These examples show how pronouns help us repeating the same nouns over and over in our writing or in our speaking. So this is why pronouns are necessary. Next one, subjective pronouns. So subjective pronouns take the place of the subject in the sentence. And if you remember, a subject in the sentence is the person or thing doing the action. So the subject is like the doer, the main focus of the sentence. Terry rides his bike. Terry's the one riding his bike. So Terry is the subject. This can be replaced with he. He rides his bike. He is the subjective pronoun because it's replacing the subject of the sentence. Terry. The tree is the tallest in the forest. The tree is the thing the sentence is about. So the tree is the subject. And if we were to replace this with a subjective pronoun, we would use it. Because a tree is a thing, so we use it as its subjective pronoun. The most common subjective pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they, what, and who. In our examples here, you can take a look and see if you cross out the names of places, you can replace them with these subjective pronouns. Easy peasy. On the other end, we have objective pronouns. So instead of changing the subject of the sentence, we are now changing the object of the sentence. And remember, an object of the sentence is the thing, the actions being done to in the sentence. Sasha hit the ball. The ball is the object. It's the thing being hit. So the ball can be replaced with it. Sasha hit it. It would be the objective pronoun here. Jeremy carried the bouquet of flowers. The bouquet of flowers is the thing being carried. It's the object of the sentence. Common objective pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, them, whom, and that. Typically, you'll notice objective pronouns appear later in the sentence, while subjective pronouns come earlier. Not in every sentence type, but in most of them. Possessive pronouns. So possessive pronouns indicate that something belongs to somebody. They tell you something is someone's. They show ownership. That last piece of pizza is mine. Mine is showing that last slice is mine. It belongs to me. I think this dirty sock is yours. Yours is the possessive pronoun, showing that the sock belongs to you, not to me. Possessive pronouns are things like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs. So just remember, they tell about who owns something, who it belongs to. Inappropriate shifts. So let's talk about some pitfalls that can make your sentences confusing. A common thing is inappropriate shifts. There are really two inappropriate shifts: wrong number and wrong case. Wrong number means you are using a plural pronoun for a singular noun, or the opposite. You're using a singular pronoun for a plural noun. Example, every time I go to the beach, we get a hot dog. The subject I is singular, but we is plural. So to fix this, say, every time we go to the beach, we get hot dogs. We and we, both plural. If anyone wants to come to the party, they need to reply to the invitation. Anyone is singular, so it should be, if anyone wants to come to the party, he or she needs to reply to the invitation. Wrong case. This error happens when you mix up a subjective and an objective pronoun. You wouldn't say, me want an ice cream cone. Instead, you would say, I want an ice cream cone. Because me is the adjective pronoun, I is the subjective. So wrong case, we are mixing them up. Another example, I'm going over to see he. This should be I'm going over to see him. Another common error is using vague pronouns. Vague means it's unclear what you're trying to say. So a vague pronoun means it's unclear what noun the pronoun refers to. Example, Jared's brother wondered if he was fast enough to win the race. Is he talking about Jared or talking about his brother? It's a little unclear here. Or Abby wanted to get a new scooter because it was cool. Is the scooter cool? Or is it cool to just have a scooter, any scooter? We don't know. So these are vague pronouns. To clarify it, we might say, Jared's brother wondered if Jared was fast enough to win the race. Or Jared's brother wondered if he himself was fast enough to win the race. And for Abby, Abby wanted to get a new scooter because owning a new scooter was cool. Or Abby wanted to get a new scooter because the scooter was cool. Next, we have compound pronouns. A compound pronoun is a combination of pronouns used as either the subject or the object in the sentence. I know that can be a bit confusing, so let's look at some examples. I made enough bracelets for you and your friends. When we refer to ourselves alone, we usually say I. For instance, I went to the store, not me went to the store. But when another person is added, mistakes can happen. Example, me and Hannah went to the store. This is incorrect. And to solve this, remove the added person first. Me went to the store, which sounds wrong. If you've been studying English for a while, you can know this sounds wrong. The proper sentence would be, I went to the store. So once you got that, you add the other person back in. Hannah and I went to the store. Works like magic. But how do we know to put Hannah first? In general, when using compound pronouns, all pronouns except I come before the noun in the sentence. He and Cheryl read the same book. He's the pronoun, Cheryl's the noun. He comes first. But if it was written with I, then Cheryl would come first. Cheryl and I read the same book. An easy way to remember this, think about your manners. It's always polite to put other people before you. You think of other people's needs before your needs. So, you put their name before I. And our last part of pronouns, intensive and reflexive pronouns. They're the subtle heroes of emphasis and clarity. So intensive pronouns. These pronouns emphasize their antecedent. That's the word they refer back to. They always end in self or selves. For example, my brother tied his shoe himself. Antecedent is my brother. Intensive pronoun, himself. Himself emphasizes my brother. Some other intensive pronouns be myself, himself, herself, yourself, itself, themselves, ourselves, yourselves. If you remove an intensive pronoun, the sentence still retains its original meaning. So you could take it out and still have the same meaning. Have a look at these examples here. You can see if you take out the intensive pronoun, the sentence still remains the same. I saw the aliens myself. You take out myself, I saw the aliens, still the same information, nothing changes in the sentence. You can have myself or you cannot have myself. It's the same, it doesn't matter. You can look that is the same at all these examples. The band itself is amazing, even without the fancy costumes. If you just said the band is amazing, even without the fancy costumes, that's still a perfect sentence. So intensive pronouns don't really matter, actually. You can take them out or have them in, doesn't matter. An intensive pronoun can also be used as a reflexive pronoun, which refers to the subject of the sentence, clause, or phrase in which it stands. So you might be thinking, what's the difference between reflexive and intensive pronouns? Well, if you take a reflexive pronoun out of a sentence, it changes the meaning of the sentence. Example, she made herself a green dress. If you take out herself, now you have she made a green dress. The meaning here is not the same. It's very close, but it's not the same, because we don't know who's wearing the green dress without the reflexive pronoun. If you take an intensive pronoun out of the sentence, the meaning stays the same. Example, she herself made a green dress. She made a green dress. Now the meaning's the same. We didn't lose any information. Intensive pronouns only belong in a sentence for one reason: to emphasize something. Otherwise, we should use the correct subjective, objective, or possessive pronoun. Example, Dan and myself will be leading the class. Is this correct? We can double check it by taking out Dan and see how it sounds. Myself will be leading the class. Nah, that doesn't sound right. I will be leading the class. Now we're talking. That sounds good. So let's add Dan back in. Dan and I will be leading the class. This is correct. For yourself, only your sister and yourself will take the bus. What's the proper word here? What if we take out your sister and see how the sentence sounds? Yourself will take the bus. Nah. You will take the bus. Yes. So now let's put back in your sister. Only your sister and you will take the bus. Now that is correct. So that's about everything I know about pronouns, from subjective and objective to possessive, compound, intensive, reflexive forms. I hope this lesson has helped you out in understanding pronouns and their uses correctly. If you enjoyed it, hit a like and subscribe. For more English tips, follow the channel. Let me know in the comments what pronoun mistakes you see the most. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.